This. I know this guy. Like, what do you mean? This was a huge, huge, huge YouTuber. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this guy. Okay, I'll let it ride for a minute anyway.
Nathan Barnett, probably one of the most famous individuals you've never heard of. From appearing in popular GIFs, to pulling dangerous stunts, to commercials and TV shows. He's been around for quite some time, and yet, there was one moment where he almost lost everything. This is the story of Nathan Barnett.
Thanks for your sub, Grandmaster and Salty Grump. It was alright, Colby didn't really do much today.
Before we continue, I have a question for you. How many of you watching, more often than not, listen to my videos in the background while doing something else? This is something that I do a lot with YouTube videos too, and that's why this video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading and is a filmmaker. More text inside of mind, 500.
But like, I'm that guy that everyone's seen, but no one knows who they are. It's like, oh, that's that guy. That's that weird bald guy that's always dancing.
Nathan Barnett is a filmmaker, a stuntman, a dancer, and a content creator here on YouTube. In fact, he's been on here since the dawn of its creation.
My friend Paul, who's a director that I've worked with in the past, he's like one of my oldest best friends from Massachusetts. Then YouTube came out and I loaded a video on his channel in 2005. It was a cartoon that I made called Barricade. That was my very first upload, like first year of YouTube. And then I started my channel in 2006 because he didn't want to keep loading my videos to his channel. I didn't make a channel because I didn't understand. I actually mailed him a CD too with the QuickTime on it to Massachusetts from California, and he loaded that as my very first video. And then after that, when I had made my channel, I started loading my videos in the Santa Monica Public Library on the computers at the public library.
I feel like most people know this guy.
With the internet.
After uploading to YouTube for only a month, he found instant success.
His he was
viral
huge.
Video being a clip from a short film he put together called "We've All Got Problems."
Goofy.
And it was me on a pogo stick with my brother timing me with a stopwatch, and then I throw the pogo stick and it hits a guy in the face, and it's just kind of like a random moment that I thought worked as a video. So I put that on there just because I was trying to load some of my older things on YouTube.
I have no idea who he is. I guess this proves the point. But all of his content back in the day was like front page material. Like YouTube used to have the currently being watched tab where it would just show every video that anyone was watching anywhere in the world. Nathan dominated that. Nathan was always in that tab. Always. YouTube also used to have most viewed for the day, week, month. Nathan, anytime he posted, was top. So it's shocking that people, I mean, I guess it's been, what, 10 years? So I guess if you're like newer to the internet, maybe you don't recognize him, but you definitely recognize the GIFs. Like, this is probably his most famous one. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Pink. I appreciate the generosity, man. And thanks for your sub, Cologne, Lieutenant, Stev, and Robstar. I just want to do the stairs one. Where's that at? I think it's in this video. Here, let me go to it.
You can't talk like that to RoboCop. Do you realize what would happen if you were fresh to him? Bang!
This one. All of it comes from Nathan. I don't know how more people don't know that. That's pretty crazy. Never seen it. What? How old is chat? Only has 900,000 views, so definitely not that known, I guess. But it wasn't just this video. It was a bunch of re-uploads. If I remember correctly, Nathan also used to have another channel posting his content. I just can't remember what it was called. So mainly early 20s. Early to late 20s. Yeah, I guess it just depends on when you got on the internet then.
that got like over 300,000 views in
As you said,
2006.
Noxus, Gary,
I had no
Noob,
audience,
and
like no
Zusi,
subscribers.
the Prime Phenome.
It was crazy to me. I was like, this is insane how many people have watched this. So right away it happened, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna load everything to here. And then I started doing more characters, and I had a lot of characters. I was performing at the Upright Citizens Brigade, so I was always workshopping things, and then everything I did live at the theater, I would then go and film in a video and put it on the internet.
I think it's just one of those things where he was too early.
What really started taking off was the character I did called Trail Luaus, who was the self-proclaimed spokesperson for Skittles, and he can't even say the brand right. He says Skittles. So he's basically like a crazy guy in a back alley filming himself making commercials for a major company that doesn't need commercials. But this dude likes the candy.
Hey, it's me, it's Trail Luaus. Give me a tasty Skittles go.
And those got a lot of attention, and Skittles actually made me the spokesperson for Skittles for an entire year.
Check the new Battlefield update. Did they fix
I got
anything?
A Skittles vending machine, a boombox. That was a competition for a fan to fly out to LA and be in a commercial with me. They really jumped on board, so that was pretty wild. And then from there, that was like 2008 or something, and then the
I ate this man's asshole once. I know him.
So from there, things just started kind of going crazy, and a lot of the characters I would do would get more attention because there was more people watching.
One of his biggest characters to date being Keith Apicary, a character that he's played so convincingly over the years that some people to this day don't even know that Keith is a completely fictional character. For a long period of time, Nathan preferred staying in character no matter the circumstances, and in some cases he still does. He had many videos on his channel where he would actively interact with the public and celebrities in character, which, not surprisingly, has gotten himself into some trouble by doing it.
I know Keith, but not the actual guy. This is blowing my mind, man. I thought everyone knew Nathan. I guess anyone that's been on YouTube for a long time, I suppose. But yeah, I really thought most people knew him. So I guess this title is very accurate. He's a tier 1 KLP in the resub Joester.
He's been thrown out of Comic-Con for climbing the building, even shattering his foot after jumping off a 14-foot ledge. Probably a good time to say, please don't do this yourself. Nathan is a working professional and has been doing this for the majority of his life.
It's Prime Egg Paintball.
Nathan seemed to be riding at an all-time high, and was even starting to make brief appearances in TV shows and commercials, but around 2012, a shift started to take place on the internet. The popularity of Facebook and Instagram kickstarted multiple accounts created by individuals that would dedicate their time to posting compilations of funny videos and images they found entertaining online. Problem is, none of the content they shared would get credit, and because this was a new thing, there were no rules or places to report this content. So
we call those people
heroes. Get a way of
heroes.
stealing content from other creators, not giving them any credit, and then making profit off of it too. Due to Nathan's content involving extreme stunts and funny dancing in public, he was one of the biggest targets for this.
When I started making music videos is when things started getting stolen.
These are recent dirtbag.
Bands and DJs and different labels and music labels would take their own music and put it underneath my visuals, and they'd load it to Facebook where no one could really like copyright claim it and grab it. And I started seeing them. People would start tagging me in these videos from bands, and there was one band it's a DJ that was really big. Afrojack, I think it was, had like
I don't know who that is.
Views on a video that was all me, and it was all my filming, all my editing, and these videos would take me a month sometimes to film. And I'm trying to make a living off this, and now these people are taking them, all my work, and loading it to Facebook.
Afrojack was huge.
10 times more views, and I'm not even getting credited.
Who's young now?
So
I don't know
then
Facebook
I'd, like, tag me,
DJs.
which would be amazing, because then I would go up so many followers, and they'd find my original videos and my other work, and it was a real big bummer. And there was a time where my manager and I had an email list. Every time we found one or someone told us about a different video that was stolen, we'd add it to the email list. And there was like 100 different, like some of them are pretty small people with no views, but that we added every single one.
Is this the show me your genitals guy? I'm so glad someone mentioned John LaJoie. I've said this a lot, and I'll say it again. There is a certain thing called being too early. I feel that way for every old MLG video game player. So like Walshy and all them, everyone who was a professional gamer before it was profitable, they were genuinely just too fucking early, and it is the worst feeling in the world, I imagine. I guess Nathan falls into that bucket, which I thought most people knew Nathan, and I think John LaJoie would also go into that as well. John LaJoie is who you're thinking of for Show Me Your Genitals. It's a fucking shame, man. There's also another one that no one mentions, but it was What the Buck Show. What the Buck Show was the first YouTube-centric show. What the Buck used to be, I think it was like the 5th most subscribed channel on YouTube for 2006 to 2008 or 9. But What the Buck Show, oh my god, looks like he deleted it. That's a shame. Unless it's this and he just deleted the majority of his videos. But he, for his time, was the 5th biggest YouTube-only show. Probably made $0 for the entire time he was in the top 5 most subscribed. And now, he doesn't really do it anymore. It's just a shame, man. Being too soon to something is fucking tough. Those are usually him and John LaJoie are the two I usually think of. Because he's obviously still extremely successful. But like today, if these were posted, I think it would have been 10x. Same with Nathan, I guess, even though I thought most people knew Nathan.
Had my videos have been stolen, I swear, more than anybody. And it wasn't even the dance videos. It was just like my physical comedy montages, GIFs of me like falling downstairs.
God damn it, now it's getting nostalgic. Sorry to keep pausing. Make Me Bad is a complete counterexample to what I'm saying. Make Me Bad could have only worked back then, because this is some trash. Oh my god, it's fucking bad. This is aged so terribly, it would have only worked back then.
What's wrong with your tongue?
It's gone.
How's it gone?
Away as a puppy dog. One day I love him a little too much, and I slip him the song.
Yeah, so definitely not who I think of when I think too soon. This guy got real lucky for the time period. Him and Fred. Those were two big ones.
I have these videos called
He's
Gymnasty
the
where I throw myself around Gymnastic
Daniel,
studios and
Rex Turney, and
People
Regular.
would take that and put music to it. Party Hard is like the GIF, and then it's been used for many different GIFs, but it's a video I did called the No Bones Dance, and actually Fortnite ended up taking it and using it and calling it the Boneless Dance, and even the music is the same from my video. So my stuff started getting stolen a lot, and that started around 2012, and it's still going
fucking rough.
While these videos were getting attention from all these other places, Nathan's main channel received the complete opposite. And in 2014, YouTube's algorithm began pushing his channel to the side and started favoring more fresh and upcoming content.
I feel like in 2014,
oh, marshmallows
like
for sure.
Brown is when I was really trying to struggling to like keep my Nathan channel afloat. Like I would put videos out, but no one would see them, no one would get notifications, and I'd make posts, and I'd make posts on Twitter and Instagram, and people would say like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were uploading still. YouTube didn't tell me." So I was kind of like victim of the algorithm, I guess, of no one knowing I was uploading, and people kept tweeting me saying, "When are you going to do a new Trail House video?" And I was like, "I just did one this week," and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know." So Nathan, I was really disheartened.
Can he sue Fortnite?
Putting effort into my videos
Probably not.
and filming them and
if he
doing
did,
all
he'd
this
lose.
work to like not get any views. I was just kind of like, this isn't working. And that I'm an actor, so like I rely on like getting acting work and then making my YouTube videos when I'm not, getting work or there's no auditions. So if there was a point
blackout, but I'll have
in
to decline.
2017
Wish you the best
where I
with it,
hadn't
though.
booked a job in a while, and I had $1,000 left, and my rent was $1,500. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I wasn't making anything off of YouTube because no one was watching the videos. And I actually bought a van. I sold my car and I bought a van in anticipation of having to move into it in a couple months because I didn't have enough money to pay for rent anymore, and I didn't know what was going to happen. So, and this was right when I had just filmed a batch of dad videos, and I was editing them, and I thought, well, I'll upload these videos, and I actually thought about how I might have to go to the library to like upload more videos, because I'm always going to film stuff and edit things and load stuff.
God, that's so fucking sad.
That's like what I want to do. But I had it all set up so that I could live in my van. And my brother Seth actually lived in a van for a couple of years. Granted, he parked in front of our apartment and would come in, but living in a van wasn't like a weird thing to me because my brother did it and I saw how it could be easy to do if I needed to. So I was fully prepared to move into my van. I had a bed and I had everything ready to go in case I had to move into it.
While coming incredibly close to losing his home and having plans to move into his van, Nathan finally got round to uploading a project he'd been working on for a while.
I wanted to do something different and something that wasn't as comedy driven.
So it seems like a lot of you recognize him from Dad.
With what these people just taking my stuff, I thought it was kind of a good concept for a story where people knew. This is like my audience knew that my stuff was being stolen all the time. It was like something I was always complaining about, and they would help me, tag me in things so I could at least get credit for stuff. So I thought, what a cool way for me to start a story if I said, hey guys, it's still happening. Someone went really far this time and they started deep faking me completely, and they're making a whole series with my face. I thought that would make people really want to watch this series, to keep their eye on it, to be like, whoa, this is actually pretty impressive that they could steal this guy's face, and I want to watch it to see what they're going to do.
The main focus of the project was around a stereotypical American family, quite literally, to the point where most of the characters don't actually have real names and are only referred to as their role in the family. Dad is called Dad, daughter is called daughter, mother is called mother.
Nexpo has that video. Nexpo did a video on Dad.
The behind it all was that Dad was a robot created by the wife, Cheryl, to be her cash cow and make money online to fund her science experiments, because she was the only one out of all of them that was real, that and the neighbor.
Originally, it was going to be just nothing. Nathan had nothing to do with it. It was going to be Cheryl made these robots to, be this like dancing monkey on YouTube, this like wholesome, appealing, funny guy, like a sitcom. Like there's always like the goofy dad, and then there's like the attractive wife, and that's kind of like what they always do in sitcoms. So I was using that mentality where I had my friend Erica, who's a pretty woman, and I was like, well, this will be funny. I'll just take the whole sitcom trope and angle and
happy Thanksgiving, Quack.
Then I had to add the Nathan thing into the story because everyone was so confused by what my marketing ploy of them stealing my face. So I added Cheryl tried taking Nathan and mind controlling him, and
I watched the Zach Brinke video
already.
already.
To make bots that looked a lot like him because Nathan's mind was too strong.
After incorporating more cryptic stuff into the channel, he was then covered by several other YouTubers that talked about strange stuff online, which brought the Dad story to a much bigger audience that Nathan was not expecting.
There was more activity on the Dad channel with 5,000 subscribers than there was on my Nathan channel with almost 400,000. And then when I started getting the full videos uploaded, my ad revenue was going up, and I had the Nathan channel and the Dad channel now, and it literally saved.
When are you gonna play Halo again? Probably play Halo tomorrow.
Out of the house. So
I was gonna play it tonight, but I'm just a little tired, so I don't really feel like sweating.
Dad's saved.
Yep.
He's never gonna let you live that down,
Nope.
Not only has Dad saved Nathan's life, but it's given him the platform to experiment with different projects that he's wanted to work on for quite some time. Now he makes music, he live streams, he's even started his own investigation.
Oh my god, that fucking mustache is nuts. Is that real? This is like that mustache you see in old Looney Tunes, like when they're doing a Western. Holy fuck. That's crazy. That is the meatiest mustache I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Yeah, this is Nathan. It's all Nathan. Well, this might not be. Jesus Christ, I don't know any more with a stash like that.
Series called Reality, which is a parody of videos like mine and Game Theorists, where he makes up theories about other YouTubers and other stuff that he just finds interesting. I get a lot of people saying they don't watch Dad because it's too much story to keep up with.
Garfield
but the truth
mustache.
is, most of the content on Dad doesn't really connect to each other anymore. Dad is more of a YouTube personality that Nathan has created for himself, which is kind of genius when you think about it. Because now he can pretty much have that second chance that he's been looking for on a completely new channel.
Paper, coffee cup, and eternal dedication to the corporation.
This may be my last video on Nathan and Dad, as I don't feel like there's any more to really say. I think Dad is an interesting channel, but I also feel Nathan's life has been an interesting roller coaster that shouldn't go unnoticed. We tend to hear a lot of success stories around YouTube, and while Nathan's is still a success story, it does kind of address some of the hard times that we don't always see people go through. Not every YouTuber is in that 1% that makes millions. Some can struggle to barely make even. I wish the best to any of the creators out there that are going through what Nathan went through or worse. I hope one day you get your second chance too.
Thanks, Resub Tay.
Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.
How is that Dad channel doing? Is it still popping off? I haven't checked in a while. Seems to be doing well. Nice. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a kid's channel. I thought this was part of his channel. I was gonna say, what the fuck happened here? It took a weird turn. I already said that. And thanks, Sniffy. Yeah, I guess I'm up for it. Thanks, a resub. Still Stortion. And thanks to the resub, Belland Fart. Thanks to the Bits Bob Sack. Demon videos. I mean, like, recommend one. Thanks to resub Haza. No, we're saving the slapping stuff for a little while. No rush.